The New York Knicks have been one of the very best teams in the NBA this season. They were given high expectations after all the big moves they made over the offseason, having the third best odds to win the championship by odds makers as the new season tipped off. The Knicks' incredible team offense is a major reason they've been such a dominant team. They rank second in offensive rating this season, right behind the Cavaliers. And their offense is also historically dominant, with the Knicks being on pace to have the third highest offensive rating in NBA history. The Knicks are an extremely talented team with multiple players who will be in consideration for making the All-Star game. Talent is a big part of their success, but just crediting the Knicks' offensive brilliance to their stars wouldn't be doing them justice. Unlike other teams, the Knicks aren't a team that solely relies on the excellence of their star players to win games. Their commitment to teamwork and player and ball movement is also a major reason they're flourishing. But how exactly are the Knicks pulling this off? This video will break it down, but first, we gotta discuss BetUS. Guys, if you love the NBA, then I strongly recommend joining BetUS. You can bet on the games, and you could also make predictions, and if you're correct, you can cash out. With the Knicks on a hot streak and not far behind the Boston Celtics in the standings, I'm gonna bet on them winning the Atlantic Division. If you sign up, use the code YouTube150 and receive a 150% sign-up bonus on the first deposit and 125% on the second and third deposits of up to $2,000. Now back to the Knicks. A big reason the offense is humming so well has been their incredible three-point shooting. Everyone in the starting lineup is shooting a high percentage from beyond the three-point line. The 5-out spacing opens up driving lanes. Because everyone on the floor is deadly from deep, the defense has to stay home on the shooters, allowing for easy finishes at the rim once somebody gets by their man. Typically, teams rely on their center for help defense, but with Cat out there on the perimeter, big men have to stay attached to him, which means his teammates can often get to the basket without getting challenged by a shot blocker. And not only are all 5 of the Knicks starters excellent shooters, but they're also skilled drivers. Everyone is capable of beating their man off the dribble, so the Knicks are constantly getting in the paint, getting easy baskets inside, and drawing fouls. And as a team, the Knicks don't force anything. They're constantly swinging the ball around, sacrificing good shots for great shots. Like on this play, Deuce is able to get by his initial defender. He could try to score on RJ in the paint, but instead he makes the selfless decision, finding OG in the corner who knocks down the open shot. Josh Hart has a mismatch with the much slower Kelly Olynyk on him. He's able to drive past him easily, attacks baseline. This collapses the Raptors defense, so he finds Jalen Brunson. Brunson could easily shoot this, but he makes the extra pass to Mikal. The corner is his sweet spot, and he hits the open shot. Brunson finds Josh Hart running hard on the fast break, and instead of forcing up a tough shot, he finds Jericho Sims at the top of the key, who makes the extra pass to Cameron Payne, and he knocks down the 3 from up top. Player and ball movement has been a big part of the Knicks' success, which is a big change compared to what we've seen from the Knicks in the past. In previous seasons, the offense was extremely stagnant and usually revolved around giving the ball to Brunson or Julius Randle and clearing out so they can ISO. Now the Knicks are constantly screening, cutting, and looking to find the open man. Deuce hands it off to Brunson, and both Deuce and Cat screen for him and cut. Brunson finds OG in the corner, who immediately attacks off the catch, drawing 2 defenders and leading to Deuce getting open. He relocates to the corner. OG finds Brunson, who makes the right decision, finding Deuce, who hits the open shot with nobody near him. Mikal brings the ball up in transition and passes it to Karl Anthony Towns. He gets it right back so they can run some 2-man game. Cat screens for Mikal, he gets downhill, but he's not going to attempt a shot with Wemby right there. But this leads to the much shorter Devin Vassell and Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal makes the bounce pass, Vassell goes for the steal, he misses, leading to Cat getting an easy bucket. Cat wants to hand it off to Jalen Brunson, but notice how he beautifully fakes out his defender, cuts to the basket, and instead of shooting a contested layup, he finds Josh Hart cutting, who finishes with the left hand. The Knicks look to generate an easy shot first, but if no one could get open, whoever has the rock could create something from nothing. All 5 of Cat, Brunson, OG, Mikal, and Josh Hart can isolate and create their own shot. 4 players have managed to drop at least 40 points for the Knicks this season. With so many excellent scorers, the Knicks aren't reliant on just one player dominating night in and night out. Cat and Brunson can have a horrible shooting night, and the Knicks could still dominate their opponent. having to deal with so many players that can get hot and take over games has been completely overwhelming for the Knicks' opponents. The Knicks also score a ton of points from running pick and roll. Because Brunson and Cat are two dynamic offensive players, the Knicks have been running circles around opposing teams. If you defend the pick and roll by going under the screen like Booker is doing right now, you just invite Brunson to shoot the pull-up three, and he's deadly from deep. On this play, KCP puts up a much better effort to guard the pick and roll. He fights over the screen, hustles to get back in front of Brunson, and even gets a hand up on the shot, but Brunson is too good and he hits from the foul line. This time Brunson rejects the screen, gets downhill, and stops and pivots, leading to his man flying right past him, and Brunson turns around and flips it in. Because Brunson is such a handful, he often draws the attention of both pick and roll defenders, allowing him to set up Cat on the roll, and Cat is an amazing driver and finisher. Notice how on this play, both Peyton Watson and Jokic are focused on Brunson, allowing him to make the bounce pass to Cat, and he gets an easy finish at the basket. Cat screens and rolls for Brunson again, and with Jaime Jaquez the last line of defense, Brunson can easily throw the lob over him and Cat can finish. If teams try switching the pick and roll, that'll create a mismatch and the Knicks will take advantage of it. On this play, the Suns switch, so they get it down low to Cat in the post, and he's able to easily score over the smaller defender down low. It's nearly impossible to guard that pick and roll with just two defenders. And if teams try adding a third defender into the mix, the Knicks will find the open man. This time they get into some more sideline pick and roll. Notice how Naz Reid is sacking off of OG, so Jalen makes the right decision, finding him on the wing, and OG hits the open shot. The Knicks also look to push the ball in transition as much as possible, and if the other team doesn't hustle back, someone will get an open layup. McCall is able to outrun Tyus Jones here, so Brunson makes the beautiful bounce pass, setting him up for the two-handed slam. This time it's Precious Achiuwa that out-hustles everyone, and I felt bad for number 18 on the Wizards here, because he makes a big mistake when he decides to jump with Precious.
Achiuwa, the emphatic slam, and the foul. Speaking of tough.
Josh Hart leads a lot of fast breaks for the Knicks, and he can take it coast to coast. This time he doesn't even have numbers, there's 3 Raptors ahead of him, but he's going to win with the spin, get all the way to the rim, but get hacked, sending him to the foul line. Towns also starts a lot of fast breaks. He's great at throwing outlet passes. After catching this rebound, he notices Deuce out hustling everyone, so he makes the long pass to Deuce on the fast break, and he finishes with the left hand. Their defense often sparks their offense. OG racks up a lot of steals, which tends to become dunks on the other end of the court. The Knicks' half-court offense is already incredible. The fact that they also push it in transition as much as possible for easy buckets makes defending them an absolute nightmare. So there you have it, guys. Thanks to the Knicks' incredible shooting and scoring talent, along with their team-oriented style, they have one of the most dangerous offenses in the history of the league. But now I want to hear from you guys. Do you think the Knicks have the best offense in the NBA? How long do you think they could keep up this current win streak? Let me see your thoughts down below in the comment section. Guys, I'm going to continue to do breakdowns like this on the Knicks all season long. So if you enjoyed this and want to see more just like it, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day. Happy New Year, and I hope to catch you guys all next video.